Hello, dear didgeridoo friends. Let's hear this one before I share with you the unbelievable story of this yidaki. Hello, dear didgeridoo friends. Before we start this video, which I already love, the lighting of this video today is a pure nightmare from a filmmaker's point of view. We had in the last hour black clouds, rain shower, snow, no joke, and we have May now. A thunderstorm, emphasis on thunder. Strong wind all the time, sun, then again black clouds, and you get the idea. So I gave it up to have a good lighting. It's just not possible. But we make it up for this almost unbelievable story of this yidaki, which decided to come back to me. Yeah. So what's the story? It's from the 50s, at least the 60s. I frankly forgot. My teacher told me, but this was years ago, and I just don't remember what he said. So it's old. It was white back then. Now it's more yellowish. And it has cracks all over. Almost every inch of it cracked. Two big cracks. Where's the one here? And the other side. Where is it? There. Yeah. This yidaki was dead. It was used in ceremonies extensively, if you can imagine. The maker, the craftsman, is unknown. But he lived in an area where Christian churches were, at least one, and one of them churches was painted with a white color. And it's easy to imagine that he not only took the white color to paint this yidaki, but he had most probably, it's not for sure, but most probably the idea, let's have a cultural crossover. So to speak, my culture, my religion, the holy instrument of my culture, painted with the color, the original color of a Christian church. So it's from an artistically point of view and from a philosophical point of view, very interesting. I like that. Yeah. At the time, we don't know why, the Aborigines decided, okay, that's enough playing for this yidaki, and they stuck it in a termite hill to die. And it was when my teacher saw it in this termite hill, my yidaki and mago teacher, it was stuck in this termite hill. Nobody wanted it anymore. Wonder why. Yeah, so he took it out and squeezed it a bit with his fingers, and it cracked and made noises like I did now, and yeah, the structural sturdiness was non-existent anymore. It was dry as hell, and he figured, okay, if nobody wants it, I can take it, restore it, and sell it. So he did. He told me he took about half a kilo of glue, good glue, and gave it its structural strength again with this glue inside and outside, and all of them cracks were sealed for the time being. Yeah, and there was sugar back. I guess he put it on the mouthpiece. Many years later I came to his place. It was my first visit coming to his place. He is living far away, so I couldn't go too often to him. Yeah, and of course he showed me the instruments he got, a whole octave, and he said, "You want to play?" And I looked at it, and dumb as bread as I was, maybe still am, but back then even more dumber, and I thought, like so many other people who see this, well, this is the right fucking shit house. Pity it. And yeah, I was not very interested in playing it because of its appearance, so I played it for half a minute and wasn't impressed, because I didn't want to be impressed. It gave a sound, and that was more or less it. So I said thank you and gave it back, and for some years it was hanging at the wall. I came back to his place. As I said, it's far away, so I couldn't go there many times. And yes, I took some friends with me, 2 friends, also students of him, and I had time. I played it alone a while, then with more curiosity, and I realized, for its slim shape, being short, how short, let's see, until here, I'm 1.80 long, high. So it's short, it's slim, but it has the full package. A real big bass. It has fine overtones. One of the best toot sounds I ever heard. It's playing itself almost. Very easy to play. Yeah, so I realized that. But this being an instrument of high price, I was thinking, okay, one other lucky guy will have it, not me. So my second encounter was real positive. It would now be a long story. I will skip it, who had it, who bought it, how it went from one person to another. The thing is, at the time I bought it, most certainly swapped also things, and I made a eucalyptus mouthpiece insert, which is, I may say that, pretty good. In my book, perfect. I made many inserts in my life. You might ask yourself, what is this red thing I used my usual two-component glue and had no brown pigments left, so I was thinking, what about this red brown pigment stuff? And I liked the idea to have something on and in this yidaki which looks new, fresh, like from another area. I mean, this being really old, and this, it's the modern times, so to speak. And this red, to me, was, yeah, a symbol, a sign. I liked it, and I still like it. And like a Ferrari hat has to be red, and the interior, if possible, also something red here is not misplaced. Good. At the time I had this in my possession the first time, I was on a strange track in my didgeridoo life. I was looking all the time for real good mandapulls. Them lightweight, unbelievable fast instrument to be played real fast and hard. I mistook this for a mandapull, being lightweight and having the right shape. But this is not what it is. So I was dumb enough to sell it again. Not again, just to sell it. And that was that. Then I was looking and finding some mandapulls and some big guns again, and the whole stuff again and again. What I'm talking about is interesting. When somebody starts to learn, I mean, white man, traditional way of playing, he tends to have big guns, preferably Jalu's guns, to trick and fool people into believing this guy can play. Real big sound. I see it all the time, and I was no exception. Yeah, I was an exception looking for mandapulls then, because this is the other trick, you know. Fool people into believing you're a super player because you can play fast and hard. But that's another story. In this winter I made a video course for download mandapull playing. It was the only time in my life I could do that. I succeeded. Just by the way. Yeah. And now having finished this big guns theme in my life and the mandapull theme in my life, I had the idea, because I had two big guns of Jalu, what about my white old friend? Wouldn't it be nice to give it a go again? See what I feel now. So I asked the owner, and it was a nice deal. We swapped instruments again. Couldn't count how many times we did that. And so it was back, my old white friend. I call it the white one. One story I forgot to tell you. When I bought it the first time, the next day I tried to play it. I say I tried because nothing happened, and I was instantly sure, oh no, cracks again, and real big cracks. I mean, them both biggest cracks there and there. they opened completely. But I wasn't shocked, I have to say, because I restored instruments all the time back then, and I used the method that was, I think, the best choice. No pigments, a good 2-component glue, slapped it on thickly, and it worked. I made it by choice that you can see through onto the crack. For one reason, you can check easily if something moves and needs to be restored again. But I want it to be like in a museum, not hide anything. It's what it is. It's brutally honest. It's pure. And its beauty is, in my opinion and perception, its totally wrecked down appearance, its haptic sensation, and there's no tension in this wood anymore. If you know about this topic, you know if no tension is in the wood, the musical instrument sound more openly, freed up. And this is definitely freed up from any tension. Good. So what I discovered in the last days, weeks, I have it now. It's a perfect yidaki, without showing off. It just deserves this title. It is a perfect to-go instrument, what I was looking for really. It is sturdy. I don't think it will crack again if there is no problem restoring it, but it has proven now it does the job, and it's back to life again in prime condition. So I love this instrument. I love the challenge it gives me, and it always says to me, hey, come, play me, play me. This is something I have lost in the last years. I played because I'm a professional and I love to play, but sometimes I had to force myself. It was, yeah, you just do it. But something went away, the childlike joy, just to take it and to play it for the fun of it. And this instrument has this gift to give me this joy again. So I'm back in basic training. I played it now a lot, and much more in the next years to come. And I just love every minute of it. Let's give it the last go, and there will be some more solo tunes at the end of this movie. I hope you enjoyed this video. I loved to do it, to film it. Yeah, this is pure fun and joy. And spiritual. Yeah, some more solo tunes coming in the next minutes. Please enjoy. Thanks for watching. See you soon.